Yes, that's right, it's Joe here for Joyrider TV, and yes, that's right, it is a very exciting day because I've got a new set of sails for a Hobie 16. These ones are off the peg. So before we go steaming in and just putting the battens straight in, it's much easier if we get the batten ties put on the sail first, because then we've got more space to do that. So what we're going to do is take the batten tie double, giving the pocket a bit of a squeeze. We are then just going to pop that through like a loop, and then there we are. Now we just have to repeat that for every batten pocket. Okay, so we've got our batten set. Now, in theory, the sails of all different vintages should be the same shape. So that means this old batten set should fit in the new sail without having to make any changes to the lengths. Okay, so I'm now just going to put all the battens in, and then once they're in, then we'll start tying them. And then for tying the battens in, do check out the video I made earlier on battens. This includes everything. We're going to come up through both holes and then down through the hole in the sail like this. And then if we are lucky enough to have this batten end cap with the jammer, we can then use the jammer to set the tension in the batten. But if you've got not the LE race batten end caps, then what we will do is we're going to take this on either side, tie half of a reef knot like this, and then once we're there, we're then going to put the tension into the batten. Now this is quite important. With the batten tension, we don't want it to be really tight. We want the batten tension just so that it takes all of the creases out of the batten pocket, but not so it actually puts curve into the batten pocket. And then we'll tighten up that first half of the reef knot, and then we'll finish the reef knot, and then we'll pop these back down inside the pocket so it's both tidy and it's not going to come untied. So the boom, we're just going to thread on from the back edge, the leech. Very straightforward. And there we are. We can now tie on our out haul. The front end will just pin on to the gooseneck. Okay, so now that's done, I can just roll it up, put it on the boat. Okay, so we've got our matching jib. Equally exciting, although not as big. So if you've got the LE race batten end caps like this, then we're going to tie the jib batten ties on in a kind of single manner. So this will just go through here and we'll tie it on with a bowline. If we don't have the LE race batten cap, so if you've just got one hole in the end of your jib batten, then we'll do them the same way that we did with the mainsail battens. Now, if you've got the Velcro closure system on the jib, this is totally different. And again, you just have to check out the video that I made about battens specifically. Okay, so with this jib closure system, what we're going to do is we're just going to go through the eye in the jib. This is very straightforward. Then down through the eyelet in the sail. And then we're going to pull some tension on. And with the jib battens, we do want to get a bit more tension on there. And then we're just going to lock that off in the jaw. And then we can flip him over. And then just for extra security, we're just going to put a knot in the line there so that it can't jump out. And we're just going to slide that knot right up against the jaw. Okay, so that's all done. Could just roll it up, put it on the boat. So it's definitely become my preference to put the mainsail up first. This is just so that you don't have the jib in the way while you're hoisting the mainsail. Yes, the mast does move around a little bit, but not so much that it causes any sort of issue. Okay, so there we go, all done. Can't wait to go for a burn with these bad boys powering the boat. Thank you very much. I'll see you soon with some more on JOYRIDER TV.